Well, as they say, any landing you can walk away from.
This isn't how we planned this mission, but this is where we're at. We can't worry about whether the Normandy can get us home. We came to stop the Collectors, and that means coming up with a plan to take out this station. Edie, bring up your scans.
You should be able to overload their critical systems if you get to the main control center here.
That means going through the heart of the station, right past this massive energy signature.
That's the central chamber. If our crew, or any of the colonists, are still alive, the Collectors are probably holding them in there.
Looks like there are two main routes. Might be a good idea to split up to keep the Collectors off balance, then regroup in the central chamber.
No good. Both routes are blocked. See these doors? The only way past is to get someone to open them from the other side.
It's not a fortress. There's got to be something. Here, maybe we can send someone in through this ventilation shaft.
Practically a suicide mission. I volunteer.
I appreciate the thought, Jacob, but you couldn't shut down the security systems in time. We need to send a tech expert.
It's your call, Commander. Who do we send into the shaft?
It is indeed our call, and your decisions do matter. I happen to agree with Miranda here. We need a tech expert. And Tali is probably the biggest tech expert we have. Let's check the descriptions, actually. Revered as a mechanical genius even among the advanced engineers of the Quarians. She is most effective when faced with technical problems that can be solved with the application of intelligence rather than brute force. See, that's why I like her. Morden, a brilliant scientist, researcher, and infamous inventor. Although his knowledge is extensive on a variety of subjects, his true genius is for all matters biological. He is seldom found outside of his lab, where his restless mind can focus without distraction. Dealing with door locks and ventilation shafts isn't exactly in the field of specialty for a biologist, now is it? Trained to become the perfect killer, Thane is an unrivaled assassin feared throughout the galaxy for his uncanny skill and unmatched experience. A master at small arms, hand-to-hand combat, and biotics, he is versatile and can adapt to nearly any given situation. True, but he's not a tech expert. Kasumi, she is a master thief and unmatched infiltration specialist. Rather than face down hostile forces directly, she prefers to expertly bypass the defenses of her next mark without firing a shot. That quality might make her suited for this job. But she's probably not better at it than Tali. Garrus, veteran officer of Citadel Security who quit to lead his own elite military group within the Terminus systems to combat crime at its source. He has gathered a wealth of experience in underworld investigations, sabotage, and guerrilla-style assaults on criminal holdings. Nothing that qualifies him to deal with a tech problem like this. Jacob, a seasoned combat professional and veteran of the Alliance military. In addition to training in advanced tactics and field operations, he is a disciplined biotic of considerable power. But despite the fact that he volunteered, he is also not really a tech expert. Legion, utterly fearless and proficient in combat. It possesses the collective memory of the entire Geth and has the unmatched technical expertise of a sentient machine that can be used with calculated proficiency. Probably the only member of our team who has any chance of matching Tali in terms of technical expertise. Well, because you can't really get much more technical than being a robot. However, I'm going to go with my first instinct here and send Tali down the vent to unlock the door.
We need someone with tech skills to hack that security system. Tali, you're up.
I won't let you down.
The rest of us will break into two teams and fight down each passage. That should draw the Collector's attention away from what you're doing.
I'll lead the second fire team, Shepard. We'll meet up with you on the other side of the doors.
Not so fast, cheerleader.
Nobody wants to take orders from you.
This isn't a popularity contest. Lives are at stake. Shepard, you need someone who can command loyalty through experience.
Okay, so now we need to pick someone to lead, and we've got a bunch more options here. We already read Mordin. Mordin is a bit of a loner, so I don't think he is really the best choice for this. Zaid, ex-Alliance military and one of the galaxy's most famous bounty hunters. A veteran of decades of waging war for profit, he is determined, skilled, and deadly on the battlefield. He's not exactly the kind of person who commands loyalty, especially after what he did on his loyalty mission. Grunt, designed and manufactured to be the ultimate Krogan, the perfect warrior. He understands little about his world apart from love of conflict. In war, he is the battering ram and shock trooper, a moving wall of hard scales and steel. He is a very good soldier, but not exactly command material. Samara, one of the honored and feared Asari Justicards, her incredible biotic powers have been honed into a devastating weapon by a fanatical adherence to a strict code of justice and the immense wisdom that comes with centuries of experience. While she may have the experience to deal with commanding this team, she may have the wisdom to deal with commanding this team, I think she may actually lack some of the experience here because Justicars also work alone. Jack. Regarded as one of the most dangerous criminals in the galaxy, her capacity for violence is matched only by her iron will and obsessive resolve to destroy her enemies. She was subjected to experimental drugs and illegal medical procedures as a child to enhance her already prodigious biotic talents. I'm just gonna ask you one question. Could you imagine a team led by Jack? Don't think so. Fane. We've read him. Again, assassin, loner, probably not the best leader. Although he might be able to command the respect necessary. I think he does lack the experience. Kasumi, same deal. Garrus. He has a lot of experience with being a leader. At CSEC, he led his own team. Okay, admittedly, they all died, but that was because he was betrayed, which isn't really an issue at this point. So Garrus would be a good team leader, and he's definitely someone I trust to get the job done. Miranda herself, genetically manufactured to be superior in every way, she can move effortlessly from formidable biotic and superior soldier, I suppose, not slider, to brilliant tactician and vigilant guardian. Definitely has the brains and the experience to lead this operation, but when it comes down to it, I think I put more trust into Garrus. Jacob. Also, presumably someone who has the required experience, having been in the Alliance military. Still would trust Garrus ahead of him. Legion is, such a recent addition to the team that no one really knows him. Plus he's a Geth, and while I trust him, I don't think everybody else is really willing to throw their lives on the line for him. So I'm going to go with Garrus as the fire team leader.
Garrus, you're in charge of the second team.
Well, at least he knows what he's doing.
Sorry to disappoint you, Miranda. You'll get your chance to shine, I suppose. Everybody's coming along, after all, I think.
I don't know what we're gonna find in there, but I won't lie to you. It's not gonna be easy. We've lost good people. We may lose more. We don't know how many the collectors have stolen. Thousands, hundreds of thousands. It's not important. What matters is this. Not one more. That's what we can do. Here, today. It ends with us. They want to know what we're made of? I say we show them, on our terms. Let's bring our people home.
Okay. The beginning of the end. Let's hope we've done enough. Made the right decisions to be able to get to the end without anyone dying, because as the game has been keen on reminding us every single time they can, anyone can die, and they are not kidding about that. We know that anyone can die, but the big question on everyone's mind when they're playing this the first time, I suppose, is can everyone survive? I certainly didn't know when I was playing the first time, and I'm certainly not going to tell you either, if you don't know it yet. Could be like Vermeer, after all. And you're just going to have to wait and see how we get out of this. Tali and Gareth are both not available for us to choose, because Tali is doing defense and Gareth is leading the other team. So Team Dextro is occupied. Okay, I think I'm going to go with Grunt and Morden. We will actually have several places where we can pick a new squad during this mission, so this isn't yet my final squad for the game. Let's just hope that the next time I have to make a choice, everybody's still around for me to pick from. Morden is the first time we used him since his loyalty. Let's see, Neural Shock. Cripple an organic enemy with pain. Well, we are fighting collectors here, who are organic, last time I checked. So let's evolve that. Heavy Neural Shock. Your shock strength on a single target is so severe that multiple shocks can be chained together to deny an enemy any chance of action. Neural Shockwave. Your shocker's capacitors are greatly increased, allowing a wide area of effect to hit multiple targets. I think I'm gonna go with... Actually, no. I think I'm gonna go with the area of effect one. Because we already got Grunt for brute force on this mission. We can use Morden for crowd control. That leaves it with 5 points left. I think I'm gonna put that in his passive ability. We can choose between Solarian Genius. Morden's technical breakthroughs further increase the strength of his shields. Or Solarian Savant. Morden's study of ballistics, physics, and shock trauma increase his weapon damage. So it's a trade-off between shields or weapon damage. Well, since Morden isn't exactly the toughest squad member in terms of survivability, I think I'm going to go with shields. Grunt, also the first time we used him since his loyalty mission. His special power is Fortification, a brief but massive boost to your armor, which is a defensive talent, much like Gav Shield Boost or Biotic Barrier. It gives him momentary extra protection. I think I'm going to put the remaining points, I think I'm going to put them in incendiary ammo and evolve it for squad ammo. That could be useful on this mission. We can choose between Inferno ammo, an explosive charge spreads the ammunition's payload on impact, potentially igniting the target and all nearby enemies. Or Squad Incendiary ammo. Your entire squad gains the effect of your incendiaries, allowing you to spread pain and panic in a very literal crossfire. Which is what I'm picking. And then there's 2 points we can't use. Let's hope that will do the trick. once again, we're somehow starting off with the heavy weapon equipped. Wait, where did I get that heavy weapon ammo? That's just a bonus. Well, the architecture is certainly familiar. Looks a lot like the collector ship. As more than predicted, no art.
I'm inside the ventilation shaft, Shepard. It's hot in here, but it's clear as far as I can tell.
Second team, are you in position?
In position. Meet you on the other side of those doors.
Rannog is a pretty hot planet, so shouldn't your species be accustomed to that? I have a feeling, yes.
Shepard, reinforcements! Hit!
Yep, they're coming.
Just the thing.
This may be a bit too far away.
Taking heavy fire, but we're moving forward.
Okay. So far, so good. I'll be quick saving a lot during this mission.
I'm stuck. Something's blocking the pipe. Looks like some kind of gate.
Can see a valve near ventilation shaft. Should open the gate.
Okay, looks like Tali's encountered an obstruction.
The gate is open. Moving forward.
1 of 8.
Get ready to fight.
About this personally.
Of course he shows up.
I'm blocked again. You need to find another valve.
Well, it's not too far. As you can see by that bar, our specialist is in danger, and if we're not fast enough,
Hurry, Shepard. It's heating up in here.
Tali will not survive. Which actually gives you a game over here.
Garrus here. We're making good progress. Meet you at the rendezvous.
Actually, do we have...
Stop firing it!
Oh, Grunt, you're blocking my shot.
Me, idiot!
I want to use squad incendiary ammo. I'm not sure my weapon was using it.
Things in the way. Got to help me out again, Shepard.
Okay, now I am using incendiary ammo, and
All clear.
Tali's clear. Moving on. There's more valves to come though, and they will get harder to get to. Okay, not this one perhaps.
Got another obstacle in the way. Guess nobody said this would be easy.
Indeed not. Please don't die, Charlie. That would make me very unhappy.
Just waiting for the doors to open.
You cannot hurt me. Nothing can hurt me. Assuming direct control.
Wait, are you and Grunt competing over who was the least hurtable?
Wish I was standing downwind.
I'm blocked again. You need to find another valve out there.
Feel the blood rain!
Okay, better deal with these guys fast. So we can help Tali. Oh, that doesn't help.
Hurry, Shepard. It's heating up in here.
We are the harbinger of your destiny.
Enjoy.
Better find that valve. There it is.
Come on, Shepard. I'm being cooked alive.
We're coming!
The gate is open. Moving forward.
And another one.
Nice work, Shepard. Continuing down the tube.
We've been spotted. Shields have
No
failed.
kidding.
Too late. Now you're dead.
Where are you going? Not that I'm complaining, mind you, but...
Again, Shepard. Don't leave me hanging.
Hang tight. We're coming.
Hurry, Shepard. It's heating up in here. Moving on. Should be near the end now.
One more valve.
Ignore the force. You cannot hurt me. This hurts you.
I'd give real money if you'd shut up.
One more valve to go, Shepard. You know the drill.
Indeed I do. Last one.
It's heating up in here.
They're pretty easy to get in time on this difficulty level. Higher difficulty levels, I imagine it would be harder.
Come in. Look out! Seeker spawn!
Well, let's hope I
We're
made
in
the right
position.
choices.
We need this door open now. Go, we'll cover you.
Something's wrong. The door's stuck. Got it.
Here they come! Fall back! Suppressing fire! Don't let anyone through that door! Nice work, Tally. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Shepard, you need to see this.
The pods.
Looks like one of the missing colonists.
It's that woman from Horizon, actually. You know, 40 hours of gameplay ago.
There's more. Over here.
God, she's still alive. Get them out of there! Hurry!
Kelly. Chakwas. Looks like we made it in the nick of time.
Dr.
Thank
Chakwas,
God.
Are you okay?
Shepard, you came for us.
Of course I did. And, by the way, if you do missions after the Collector attack on the Normandy, if you have any loyalty missions left or something you need to do before going through the Omega-4 relay, if you do any missions after your crew gets abducted, you will lose crew members. The more missions you do, the more of your crew members will be dead by the time you get here. That is why it's an important thing to leave the Reaper IFF mission as late as possible. And like I said before, I was lucky I did that right the first time around, because I didn't know that. I just did the Reaper IFF mission last because I was afraid that, like Horizon and like the Collector ship, the Elusive Man would force a mission on me if after I did that. And luckily that turned out to be the good decision here.
No one gets left behind.
Thank God you got here in time. A few more seconds and I don't even want to think about it.
The colonists were processed. Those swarms of little robots, they melted their bodies into grey liquid and pumped it through these tubes.
Why are they doing this? What are they doing with our genetic material?
I don't know. I'm just glad you got here before it happened to us.
So are we. But we still have a job to do. We've done well so far. Let's hope we can finish the job.
Joker, can you get a fix on our position?
Roger that, Commander. All those tubes lead into the main control room right above you. The route is blocked by a security door, but there's another chamber that runs parallel to the one you're in.
I cannot recommend that. Thermal emissions suggest the chamber is overrun with seeker swarms. Morden's countermeasure cannot protect you against so many at once.
What about biotics? Could we create a biotic field to keep them from getting near us?
Yes, I think it may be possible. I wouldn't be able to protect everyone, but we might be able to get a small team through if they stayed close.
I could do it too. In theory, any biotic could handle it. Shepard, who do you want to maintain the field?
More choices. This time we have to pick a biotic specialist who upholds that field. But choices before, I think for the vent, Tali, Kasumi and Legion are the ones that can actually do that, assuming they're loyal. If you pick a non-loyal squad member to do that job, they will die. If you pick the wrong squad member, they will die. Even more cruel in some ways is that if you pick the wrong leader for the fire team, someone who's not loyal or someone who's not a good leader, I think Miranda, Jacob and Garrus are the ones who can lead the fire team. Not 100% sure about that. But if you pick someone else or either one of those if they're not loyal, then the vent tech specialist is the one who will die. So even if they are loyal, they can still die if you make the wrong choice for the fire team. So if I had sent, I don't know, Zaid as the leader of the fire team, then Tali would have died. That would have made me unhappy. Well, the mission isn't over yet, so there's still plenty of chance for people to die, I suppose. Anyway, we need a biotic specialist, and we've already picked all of... I've already read all of these descriptions. I would say that of our 5 biotics, Samara and Jack are definitely the strongest. Thane, Miranda and Jacob are also biotic and have decent capabilities, but this might be a very stressful mission, a very tough mission, especially if we get held up by resistance. Upholding that field for long enough might be very difficult. So Samara or Jack might be our best option. And I'm gonna go with Samara. I think she's probably our strongest biotic. Therefore, our best choice for this.
Samara and I will take a small team through the Seeker swarms. The rest of you provide a diversion by going through the main passage. We'll open the security doors from the other side and meet you there.
Who should lead the diversion team?
Well, Garrus did okay with that the first time, so I guess he can stick to that.
I'll keep the defenders busy. You slip around the back.
What about me and the rest of the crew, Shepard? We're in no shape to fight.
Commander, we have enough systems back online to do a pickup, but we need to land back from your position.
We can't afford to go back, Shepard. Not now.
Well, we can't afford to let our crew die here after we've come this far and actually managed to save them.
You'll never make it without help. I'll send someone with you.
Okay, who do we send back? This is also an interesting choice, in that it can have unintended consequences if you pick wrong. Which of course I won't explain until after the chance for those consequences has passed. I'm going to send Morden back. I've used him on one of the squads, since I want to vary my squads, as I've always been doing, I won't use him again for this section of the game. So, Morden, Your task with us is done. Now it is up to you to save our crew and make sure they get back to the Normandy. I'm sure I can trust you with that.
Joker, need location of landing zone. We'll meet you there.
We've all got our assignments. Let's move out.
Okay, so Morden's gone with the other team. Samara is our biotic specialist, and Garrus is once again leading the fire team. For this section of the mission, I'm going to pick Legion, primarily because I want to use every squad member at least once after their loyalty mission. And I do not have many opportunities remaining for Legion. I have been trying throughout the entire game to vary the composition of my squad, make sure that everybody gets about equal time. I've actually kept a tally sheet tallying up every time I use someone so that they are roughly equal, not exactly equal. Legion, of course, gets the short end of the stick because he joined us so late, so this will only be his second mission and also his last. That is unfortunately unavoidable because, like I said, picking up Legion earlier will have bad consequences because that can trigger the collector attack before you're done, before you're ready. What's his loyalty appearance? Okay, kind of interesting. Well, let's go for it. And Jack is going to join me for this. Wait.
Moving out.
Why didn't I get the point screen for Legion? I should have. Let's see. 7 points. I think I'm gonna go with 1 in-gaff shield boost. Of course, I don't really need to demonstrate his loyalty power because I've been using it throughout the entire game, so you know what it does. And just use his passive. You can choose between Gaff Assassin. Legion has become an expert at disassembling organics and synthetics alike, increasing Legion's weapon damage. Or Gaff Trooper. Legion has created redundant systems for its critical functions, increasing its health. I'm going to pick health. AI hacking is kind of pointless, isn't it, on this mission? Oh well, not many synthetics here. Combat drone isn't. I have a combat drone, of course, but having another one, not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, let's move out. Also, it's a good idea if you don't move outside the field.
We're leaving the barrier.
See? You immediately get swarmed and you will get killed if you stay there long enough.
Damn, the swarms are interfering with radio contact.
Hey, I still have
You ready
fire
for this?
ammo. How the hell does that work? Not complaining, but... yeah, I guess we need to tell her that we're ready to move on. Seems like a good point to save. Alright, let's do it.
Let's go, Commander. Incoming.
They've seen us.
Run from my incinerate, will you?
On my way.
We are your genetic destiny.
Tell me when you're ready to move.
This hurts you.
The reason drones are useful here is because you can't really leave the field. So having a drone that can take care of enemies that are far away
assuming control.
Stop moving. I don't know how I still have...
I know you feel this.
I have fire ammo, but... Again, not complaining.
All clear. Let me know when you're ready to move up, Commander.
We're kind of low on ammo, aren't we? At least I am, on this weapon.
Ready to move, Commander.
Let's hope we run across some ammo along the way. Alright, there are some.
Hostile engaged.
I think we've got incoming.
Hostiles, dead ahead.
Abominations and husks. You know how much I love those. For these kinds of...
Threat neutralized.
Oh.
Target positive Z-axis.
Hostile fire. Taking cover. Let me know when you're ready to move.
Nothing stands against us.
Getting cover. I'm dying. Let's get some extra protection here.
Assuming direct control. Assuming control.
Yeah, let me know how that works out for you.
Direct intervention is necessary.
Under fire.
Your attack is an insult. The forces of the universe bend to me. This delay is pointless.
Ready for next target.
Your form is fragile.
And then I was out of ammo.
All clear. Let me know when you're ready to move up, Commander.
Fortunately, there's more ammo here. Anywhere else that we can pick it up?
You're leaving the barrier.
Get through my shield!
I didn't even get it. Oh well, I'm sure we'll run into more ammo. Don't feel like spending half an hour trying to pick that up without dying. Oh, we're going that way.
You're leaving the barrier.
Oh, now we're going that way. Okay.
Nice shooting.
Sounds like Garrus is doing okay, which is good. We're not exactly getting a lot of shots from these clips, are we?
Could be a real firefight. I'll hold this position until you're ready to move out.
Could be a fake firefight. Oh, science. Fun.
We're blocking kinetic barrier systems. Enemy disabled.
Shockwave to the rescue there. That is a very useful power.
All clear. Let me know when you're ready to move up, Commander. You're leaving the barrier.
Our ammo run.
Moving up, Commander.
At least I got it this time. Okay, let's see what else they're gonna throw at us.
Perfect.
More husks. Perfect. just what I was hoping for. Oh wait, no I wasn't.
I will hold on as long as I can.
It's getting more tough for her to keep up the shield, it seems. Let's hope we're nearly there.
I can see the entrance. Need to get there soon.
Seems I was right to pick a strong biotic.
You're leaving the barrier.
No. You're leaving me behind.
Hold on, we're almost there.
A weaker biotic might not have been able to last long enough.
We need to get out of here.
All right, let's move. They're pushing. Keep it up.
Hurry, Shepard.